catlovedreamingpeach.com.
Well,
catlovedreamingpeach.com.
well, the TLDR version of the video is ultimately I stopped being friends with someone because I didn't feel good in that connection anymore. She made me feel bad one too many times. It didn't feel
catlovedreamingpeach.com.
well, the TLDR version of the video is ultimately I stopped being friends with someone because I didn't feel good in that connection anymore. She made me feel bad one too many times. It didn't feel authentic. It didn't feel good. It just did not feel like a friendship. It felt like a job. An extremely, extremely difficult job that I was doing for free that I'm only partially fucking trained to do. Like, I need some more years to be really with the kind of, job that I needed. But ultimately, it didn't feel good. She made me feel like shit. She made me feel ugly. She made me feel bad. Look, she made me feel just not like a friend. She made me feel like she didn't like me. She made me feel icky. A shift all of a sudden. It's 3:34 a.m. I'm gonna shift to talk a little bit more about my ex-friend. Oh damn, I turned everything off. Well, I was just thinking, I do have some level of compassion. I'm not a complete, absolute cold-hearted bitch. I was friends with this woman for 20 years, 22 years, and over the past, I don't know, maybe the last 5 or 6 years, I've been, I don't know if that's an accurate number, definitely the last 2 or 3 years, I've just been feeling like the distance between us growing. And so I wanted to say, ultimately, it would never feel good. I would be heartbroken if I'm heartbroken over the fact that there was somebody I loved. I thought we were super close. We were friends for years. He didn't want to be my friend anymore. And I couldn't accept that. That's the wrongest P guy I was obsessed with for so long. So I accept it now. I've accepted it for quite a while now. I accepted it before, but as far how I behaved and showed up, except for I still had fantasies. Now I am aligned inside with, the truth of the situation. But it still hurts to know that ultimately, he decided he didn't want to be my friend anymore. He didn't want to be in touch. He didn't want to see me. He didn't want to hang out. And whether it was something specific I did, or it was a culmination of, everything, or just, like I said, with my friend, I could give you all these different reasons and stuff. And in a way, hearing the reasons it helps bring me a lot of clarity, but then I also feel kind of guilty, is any one particular issue by itself really that big of a deal? No, which is why I stayed friends for so long, because I loved her. I still feel love for her. Although I will be honest, I signed on to a social media account that I haven't seen in a while, and I don't really use it anymore. I'm not active with it. And I still follow her there. So she had posted the other day a new picture of herself, and it popped up, and my first reaction was ooh, I didn't really want to see her. She looks good. Oh, I feel bad. Ooh, brother, ooh. it because I don't want to see that I'm ignoring you. I don't want to see you living your best life and know, like, oh, I broke off my friendship with you because, you know, it kind of crossed my boundaries and I didn't really feel happy there anymore. And I didn't feel any enjoyment out of it. And, you know, I've thought to myself, what kind of friend are you, Kat? Don't you love this woman? You shared so many conversations, which is really what it boils down to, because what it boils down to, my friend, time. You know, like, we had some amazing times. Some of the times that I had with her are some of my best memories. So much fun. We were young, we were beautiful, we were not really carefree, but you know, it was a different time of our lives. And then I moved away and we connected on many things, but it has been since 2007, 18 years since we lived in the same state, 18 years since we've seen each other. And you know, it was just really heartbreaking when she came to town and I was confronted with the fact that I didn't want to see her. And I guess I did some mental gymnastics because it was crazy. I was doing a video talking about it, and I'm like, and she made plans to come here and she didn't even ask to get together till the last minute, the nerve. And then I was watching another video I had made like 2 weeks before or whatever it was, and she had asked me. She had absolutely asked me. I mean, she already had the tickets and the dates, and she already, you know, was going to stay with this person, and then she was going to stay with another person. And I was conveniently in the middle. Not exactly in the middle. It would have been a good, you know, it would have been great. And at the time, I had been sleeping on the couch, and my house was nowhere near, like, what happened was that when she called me and she was like, hey, I'm going to be in town in 2 weeks. Can I sleep over? And I was confronted with the fact that I would have had to spend money and like a huge amount of time getting my apartment ready for an overnight guest. That would have taken like a lot of time and energy because my house was really kind of a mess. And I was super focused and busy on other things. And when it came down to it, I was like to myself, I don't want to see her badly enough where I would have to fucking kill myself cleaning my apartment that hard and spending all the money to buy that bed and all the shit that like I would have totally rearranged. There was no way I'm gonna like sleep on a couch that's too small. My house was a bomb. You know, I was just like, it made me realize we are nowhere near as close as I have lied to myself for the last however many years that we were. And the fact that, yes, she did ask me to get together, but she did also already have everything in place. And it was like, I have this perfect little slot for you. How's that? And which is fine. It's not bad. It's just that that little slot did not work for me. And I just wasn't willing to say, yeah, I'll make it work somehow. Because I was like, I can't. And that was the fact. I didn't feel that we were friends enough for me to want to do that anymore. And it forced me to confront the fact that I was holding on to this long distance friendship, because in a way it made me feel good to know that I still had this friend from all those years ago. But, you know, it really hurts when you still have love for somebody, you still care about them, you don't have any ill will, but you also know that it's probably not a phase I'm going through. I'm probably not ever going to suddenly feel like a reconnection. You know, it's like people go through things and then sometimes they get past it and then they reconnect. But I just feel like I don't have any motivation to do that with her because I only want to invest my time and energy in relationships with people who I can actually see in real life. And if she's somebody that's just never going to happen, then why would I want to do that, you know? And it hurts. It hurts to say that, but that's the truth. And I'm going into the new year being honest and authentic with myself. And apparently making videos like this as well. And, you know, my content will change and evolve, and I'll talk about what I want to when I want to. And be true to myself. And hopefully it inspires you to do the same in your life with yourself so that you can heal, so that you can learn to be aligned with, instead of being aligned with the deeper truth of the unseen alignment, you get to actually uncover it, know what you're, you know, self-reflective, introspective, figure out what you're actually aligned with, and then either shift it or enhance it, and or both. Okay, see you. Join me on my website, which I'm working on still, catlovedreamingpeach.com, also YouTube and Patreon.